but I do think when we make as we go down this path, the American people will know the truth.
And God says, these that shall reject him shall be shocked.
So I felt like the Lord.
These that shall reject him shall be shocked.
So I felt like the Lord had told me to stop what I was doing, which is the Exodus, and put together before the impeachment actually happens in the House. Because there are three ways that this can actually go, and all of them are going to be prophecy. Because he's not, impeachment means that he's actually removed from office. But there are three different paths that this can go.
And let me press the pause button on this. This is from Trey Smith. Now, I covered this on the shock treatment last night. I've covered it before. I went live on Facebook. Look, years ago, God gave Kim Clement, who was a preacher, a vision. God told Kim Clement years ago that not only would God put Trump in office, but he also years ago told Kim Clement that George Bush Sr., Bill Clinton, George Bush Jr., and Obama were going to be put in. Boom, 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 boom. Now, is this set up? Is this all a sham? Is Kim Clement just a sham? Is God giving people a vision just a sham? No. God sets kings up and he lays them down. And for anybody who wants to naysay Trump, I'm not saying he's perfect because he's not. But I'm saying who the hell's who's in charge? God's in charge, all right? So it ain't perfect. It's not going to be perfect. You can't always get what you want. You're not going to stop all this crap that's going on. 5Gs and vaccines. That's like saying we're going to live in a utopia because Trump's in office. I mean, your expectations were a little bit too high if you expected all that shit to stop. Boom. As spreading fake news about him, as it's concocting all his bullshit schemes against him, he's still getting things accomplished. Now, as far as embracing 5G, which I don't know if Trey Smith's going to mention that, because I didn't watch this in depth, and I'm going to leave the link for you to actually watch it. You out there who either are, if you're a Christian, you should pretty much get the memo and understand what I'm saying, if it's from a spiritual standpoint. But you're not, the 5G, he says, he wants 5G, maybe 6. First of all, Trump's competitive. He's a businessman. All right? Second of all, was he advised about the detriments of 5G? Does he know about it? Do you have confirmation that he knows about it? Oh, you don't? Okay, sit down. Does he know about weather modification? Does he know about chemtrails? Does he know about what's in them? Does he know about how dangerous it is? Does he know that? There's plenty of people in power that don't know shit about it. All right? And it's not based on money. I got an aunt that's very well-to-do. Extremely. There's a lot of stuff she really doesn't know. I'll just leave it at that. So, to be crying over that and holding him accountable is ridiculous. Did you effing hold Obama accountable for 4G? Did you hold Obama over 3G and Bush and like that? Anyway, if Trump is such a puppet as some people claim he is, why are you on Trump's nuts? Why don't you be on the puppeteer's nuts then, huh? Who's that? Who's that? That's who you should be going after if you think Trump was selected by mankind and he's just a puppet. Why mess with Trump? You gonna blame a puppet? You blame the puppet master. So why aren't they going after the puppet master if Trump's a puppet? But they still go after Trump, right? You see what I'm saying? At any rate. Roll that beautiful beam footage. God is in control, and here's Trey Smith. This came at a timely manner. Because Trump's getting attacked left and right. Christians are getting attacked. If you wear a MAGA hat, we got some that are eating their own, saying that it's just a cult. It's not a fucking cult, man. We needed this for 8 years. We wanted something better than Obama. And it is better than Obama. Whether you want to realize it or not, it's way better than freaking Obama. I didn't see the evangelicals being welcomed to the White House. I didn't see the evangelicals being invited to pray over Trump, Obama. But Trump's invited that. So just as you're about to see, God told Kim Clement he will be a praying president, but not at the beginning. And he kind of sort of wasn't at the beginning.
And I'm not going to go beneath the belt on this. I want a little beneath the belt.
He's not going to. Oh, by the way, everyone crying that you want impeached over this and that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So MoveOn.com. All right? Go focus on something else a little more important. Because after all, this guy's a puppet, right? So what are you worried about? You're going to impeach the puppet? You should impeach the puppet master. This is how stupid and ludicrous people are sometimes. It's ridiculous.
You didn't even look good for the people that put you up to this. That's a fact, man.
We have to be ready. It's a very, our founders, I always like to say this, our founders, in the darkest days of the revolution, they said, the times have found us.
Socialism. Where they have said, we will make history without God. No, you will not.
We also talked about the founders. What's interesting is that the chairman talked a lot about the founders from the quotes, and again, this is why we have the hearing about the founders being concerned about foreign influence.
Don't press the pause button. Listen, if the sound quality is a little bit too loud, a little bit too low, adjust your device accordingly. You could always play it on your computer and turn up the volume higher, or you could just simply click the link, or you could just watch it with Shaka. All right?
Also, his hidden quote was the founders being really, really concerned about political impeachment.
You're trivializing impeachment. And I tell you what, someday there'll be a Democrat president and there'll be a Republican House, and I suspect they're going to remember it.
So Adam Schiff today opened up today's hearing with a completely, absolutely made-up account of the call that Donald Trump had with the Ukrainian president.
Well, it reads like a classic organized crime shakedown. Because I'd like to see the whistleblower who's a fraud. The whistleblower wrote a false report. And I really blew it up when I released the
And also, I came across information several years ago because they're wondering why Hillary's still around. And one video, I don't know, it might have been Lisa Havens, I can't remember, or it could have been Alex Jones, said it's very likely that him and his family were actually threatened. Now, I don't know, but he could have thought, he was going to put her in jail before he was elected, got in as president, and realized, whoa, this truly is a swamp. I better watch that. I got to maneuver accordingly. It's a game of chess. So that's one way of looking at it. You don't have to look at it like that. But the fact is, it doesn't negate the fact that God put Trump in charge. Again, if nothing else, the Mark Taylor prophecies, Kim Clement, and there's a couple others. If nothing else, at the 8:30 hour, there were a couple. It was on a Daystar network. There was some. It was a show. Some people on a show, something like that. You can look up the news article. Did prayer change the outcome of? Did prayer get Trump elected? Something like that. Just search it. You'll find a news article. It turns out we got to hell in Georgia around 8:30 that night. Checked in the hotel, turned on TV, and he was losing the electoral college pretty bad. Like, oh shit. So we go to Huddle House. Ma starts talking to some women in there. It's mostly women. They're all conservative. Because up there in White County, in Helen, Georgia, it is exactly what the county's name is, pretty much, and also conservative. All right? I'm just throwing it out there. So the fact is, one of the women in this Huddle House happened to be a wife of a representative, Republican representative of Savannah's district. Anyway, they were talking about how bad he was losing. They got in a circle, they prayed, and it's buried. This is like going back 3 years ago. That's how far back I'd have to go in my archive to find this video, if it's still even around in my gallery. They got in a circle and they prayed. Go back to the hotel and you see Megyn Kelly go, and Trump just won, and she names the state that he wasn't supposed to win. Was it North Carolina? Something like that. All right? Coincidental, that prayer, and all of a sudden it started turning around? Or does God have a say-so in it? Next day I woke up, and we didn't know that some people on Daystar, or whatever it was, called for Christians to pray, starting at 8:30 at night. But we did. Turns out, the next day I found the article. There was an article, boom, about prayer and the election. But nothing to see here, folks. I guess you're going to take God out of the equation, and you call yourself a Christian. It's unbelievable, man.
And then Schiff gets up, and I blew him up too, because he went up in front of Congress, and he made a statement about what I said that was totally false.
To endeavor, to reach the endeavors that God says, hear me tonight. Hear me today. I have this whole thing planned out.
And then a long time after he made it, when he got caught, he said, that was parody. Now, Schiff is a crooked, he's a corrupt politician.
I hear what you want. I have a favor I want from you, though. And I'm going to say this only 7 times, so you better listen good.
want you to make up dirt on my political opponent. Understand? Lots of it. And by the way, don't call me again. I'll call you when you've done what I asked.
Except that's not at all what happened.
But he went up there, you know that. He made a totally false statement. The whistleblower wrote a totally
Trey Smith watches John Miller.
false statement. So it's a fraud. Then I say, where is the informer? The one that informed the whistleblower. He had an informer. He disappeared. You know why he disappeared? Because I released the transcript.
This is not a real thing. We have the transcript of the phone call that the whistleblower, who's an anonymous nobody, is whistleblowing about. So why do we care what this random whistleblower thinks about a phone call that we all have?
There is also another man by the name of Donald. You are both watching me saying, could it be that God's speaking to me? Yes, he is.
The chairman has talked about impeachment since last year when he was elected chairman. 2 years ago, November 6th, 17th, before he's even sworn in.
Listen, this is a 55-minute documentary by Trey Smith. He's a man of God. His website's God in a Nutshell. So before you go running your mouth and throwing a fit, whoever it is out there, including it's all the bidding of fake news. We got fake news doing that. Microsoft LSD, the Commie News Network, Vox, Slate, Salon. Golly, man, we don't need anybody else doing the work of the devil. But the thing is, because that's what they're doing. It ain't going to work because guess who's in control? Who's in control now? God. Who put Trump in? God. Who selected Trump? God. Okay. You got an A class if you got all those answers right. All right? If not, you failed. I used to teach middle school. I'll boot you out of class. Click the link. Click the link. And no further questions, Your Honor. I rest my case. And by the way, it ain't going to be perfect until Jesus comes back. Get it in your freaking head. It's not going to be perfect, say it with me, class, until Jesus comes back and sets up his kingdom and rules and reigns. That's when it's going to be perfect. Duh. Hello. We still live in a fallen world. Unbelievable, man. And his vaccines, does Trump know about vaccines? Does he know about the detriments? Does he know about Section 13 of the pamphlet that's unseen by the masses because their healthcare provider doesn't give it to them? Go look up the FultonInformer.com and click on vaccines and check it out. All right? There's not a lot of people that are informed about what's in vaccines and what they're doing. Doesn't matter who you are, president or not. Unless that person is informed correctly, doesn't know. So yeah, he might push vaccines. I mean, I thought vaccines were good until I started getting sick from the flu shot when I worked at Little Debbie's. And then I stopped taking it and I stopped getting the flu. I connected the dots. He might not be getting sick from vaccines or might not be equating it to vaccines if he ever does get sick, which apparently he doesn't. He's running circles around a lot of people half his age. So, you know, all this shit in technology and the chemtrails and the vaccines and all this bullshit existed before 2016. So chew on that, including the GMOs. All right, GMOs started from when I gathered in the 1990s, I think 10%, early 90s or late 80s was GMO, and it just took off from there. Much like the chemtrails, much like the wireless technology and other detrimental things. So if we're going to blame this president, then you're going to blame Obama. I didn't hear a whole lot of blaming about that with Obama. I didn't hear a whole lot of blaming of that with Bush or Clinton. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So until we get further until we get confirmation that he does know about all these things and he's still thumbing his nose at it and still going to roll it out, there's not much of a leg to stand on. Because who's advising him? What are they saying to him? Is he ill-advised? He can be ill-advised. You do know that, right? Check this out. God has a hand in this. God had say so. No to impeachment. That's what God says. All right? Don't be hating. Go moveon.com. Something else. Something else. All right? Quit watching fake news. It's unfreaking believable.
Hoax, I guess you could call it, because it is a hoax. And Nancy Pelosi knows it. By the way, they duped her yesterday. She was on an interview, and she said, we've been working on this for 2.5 years. So she was working on it, in other words, 2 years before we ever spoke to Ukraine.
Are you taking it from there?
Well, we've been on that path for a while.
She's a freaking witch. All right, we watched it with Shaka. The rest is on you. You got another 51 minutes of this. So I have only seen 18 out of 55 minutes. So there's a lot to this. You can't always get what you want. You want a guy that's... Who the hell else do you want to vote? First of all, listen to this, jackass. If you want Trump impeached. If Trump gets impeached, they're going to take Pence out. All right? That's the goal. Go check out the previous videos I've done about that. Second of all, that right there, if they take Pence and Trump out, and you get your wish, your little demon you, this one becomes fucking president. Do you see what I'm saying? At any rate. Then she could she could appoint her as vice president. She could appoint Hillary, from what I understand, as vice president. Then she could step down and resign as president, Madam President Clintard. So you want that as president? You talk about the gulags. You talk about the, off with your head, and they're coming for you. They're coming for you. Yeah, you get Hillary in office, it's a done deal. I don't see him coming after you today. I don't see him coming after you tomorrow. I mean, eventually all this shit's going to hit the fan, obviously. It's going to get worse. Hello? Bible prophecy, it's going to get worse. Before it ever gets better when Jesus gets back. There will be an Antichrist, Trump or no Trump. There will be a great tribulation, Trump or no Trump. Who's in control? Class, say it with me. God. No further questions, Your Honor. I rest my case. Click the link or don't. That's on you. All right? Unbelievable, man. The Trump prophecies God gave Kim Clement, talking about impeach, and there will not be an impeachment. Don't take that up with me. You got a beef with it. Take it up with God. Good luck with that one. Unbelievable.